I think it was May the 28th on probably 2019. It was a little over a year ago. I was just going home from my birthday dinner, and I was in a happy mood, and all of a sudden, I knew I'd hit something, but I didn't know what. And I evidently was in shock because I was hurt bad. I was bleeding profusely. I had broken this, broken that. And I actually was able to get out of the car because I don't think I knew I was that hurt. It was more like I've heard about being in shock and you can't really feel the pain, because I didn't then, I did later. But I wound up having like broken feet, broken knee, broken a hand that they said I would never use again. And so I hit a John Deere tractor and a corn planter stretched across the road. I didn't see it because there were no lights on. And then they tried to tell me I was all at fault. In fact, the deputy from Fayette County came to my hospital room and said, we're going to have to cite you for that. And I was like the victim, and I was also the guilty. So I asked my brother, I needed a lawyer. Who do you have any good suggestions? And he had known Mike Warren. And he said, I think you ought to call Mike Warren. I think he will do you a good job. I think he'll work for you. I think he'll do the best you can have done. So I had him actually call Mike Warren to begin with. And he said, I was the one not only called him, he said, well, do you think he'd want me to come over to his hospital room? I said, yeah, that'd be nice. He even came to my hospital room, sat down, used his notes and his pad, and he said, I wouldn't take this if I didn't think you have a great case, and you do, and I'm going to take it. So he took my case, and when my brother suggested him, and when I got him, that was the best thing that could ever happen to me. Because I see all the time on TV where people say, you want to go to this lawyer. If I got that lawyer, I'd never go to any other lawyer again. That's the first person. I would never go anywhere but Mike Warren. He made my life go from bad to good. The doctor, that was an iconic doctor at Grant Hospital, said I would never use this hand again. And I said, well, I'm not great, but I like to play the piano at the church every once in a while. I kind of feel like that's my way of giving back to things. He said, well, I've done this for 40 years, and you will never use it again. And he has since told me over and over he just can't believe that I ever used that hand again. But he said, you're a miracle. I would never have guessed it. In 40 years of doctoring, I didn't think there was any possibility. So all that went down because Mike Warren was there for me to go in, and they accused me of being the guilty one. He went to court, and I did not get charged. I got that erased from my record. That's a blessing. And he has gotten me some reimbursement that I thought I'd never get, and I never have. I don't know if I could ever give you or be ever put it into words exactly what he means to me. I've heard a lot of people, my brother, say how much he loved him, how much he loved to talk to him. I've heard a lot of people say that, but nobody could ever tell me how just a great a person. And I said, his staff, everybody he's got there, from him to Stephanie, everybody, they're wonderful. I don't feel scared. I was scared. After I was at the Grand Hospital for about 4 days, a woman walked in and said, you know, I hate to tell you this, but your hospital bill is up to $104,000 already. I hope you have good insurance. I hope you got a good lawyer. Well, as it turned out, I had very good insurance, and I had the best lawyer you could ever get. So I'm here today. Can use my hand. Played the piano at church Sunday. I feel pretty good. I don't feel like I'm going backwards now. I think I can go forward. And I think a lot of that I owe to Mike Warren and his office and his staff. And the only thing I could probably say is if there's anybody ever needs a lawyer, I don't care what it's for, he'll probably find a way to help you. Now, there are certain lawyers do certain things, but I don't think there's anything he couldn't do. That's how much I believe in him. So that would be my testimony to the Michael Warren Law Firm. Go right there when you need something.